Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about the Python operators. So basically there are seven types of operators in Python. So they are arithmetic operators, that is plus, minus, division, multiplication, modulo. Then there are relational operators, that is less than, equal to, less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Then assignment operators, that is equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, that is, and so on. Logical operators, that are and, or not. Membership operators, in and not in. Identity operators, is or is not. Bitwise operators, that is bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise not, and bitwise XOR. So starting with the arithmetic operators, or basic operators used for mathematical calculations, that is, if we see addition, that is 10 plus 2 will get 12. We can store it in another variable as well, that is a is equal to 10, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to a plus b. So and we'll write print c, we'll get this. Now another type is we can also do subtraction. Similarly, we can do addition, we can do division, we can do multiplication. Now we'll to find the remainder, we'll use the modulo operator, and divide by 3, it will give us the remainder. Now if you want to find the floor division, so if we write 10 3, we'll get the floor division, that is 10 divided by 3 is somewhat 3.33, and will the floor value of 3.33 is 3. So now if you want to find the exponential value, that is 10 raised to 3, that is 1000, we can find using double star. Okay, so now moving on to the relational operators, that is they are used in if else, then while loop, and so on. So that is, if 10 is greater less than this 22, so it will return true, and if I write 10 is greater than 22, it will return false. And similarly it is equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and so on. So in now we'll move forward to the assignment operators. They are used to assign the values. Like if I write c is equal to 10, so and print c, it will print 10. And if I write c is equal to c plus 10, or I can write it as like print c, I'll get 20, or I can write it as c plus equal to 10, and I'll write print c. Okay, so both are the same thing. Similarly, minus equal to is c is equal to c minus some value, and addition star equal to will give the c is equal to c into some value. And for modulo also, and subtraction also, and for division also, it is the same thing. Now the logical operators, that is and, or not. Logical and is when both the conditions are true, and so the output will be true. Logical or is if any one condition is true, output will be true. And not means the complement of the condition, that is the reverse. So if I write a is equal to 5 greater than 4 and 3 greater than 2, print a, so it will return true since both of the statements are true. Similarly, if I write b is equal to or 3 less than 2 and print b, so it will return true since one of the statement is true. And I'll write c is equal to not 5 greater than 4 and print c. So 5 greater than 4 is true, but we want the complement, that is not, so it will give us false. So like we'll move forward and to the another operator, that is membership operator. Membership operators, that is in, it returns true if a variable is in a sequence or of another variable, else it will return false, and not in is the vice versa. So if I write a is equal to, let me write a list, like a list we have, it is in the previous video, you can see it. Okay, now if I write if, we'll study about the if loop in the other videos, this is just a demo. If a, not if, like 10 in a, print 10 is in the list, so that 10 is in the list. So if I write not in, so it will do the reverse of the in keyword. Now the identity operators, like is, it returns true if identity of two operands are same, else false, and is not is the opposite of that. So if I write is equal to 20 and b is equal to 20, and if I write if a is b, and I write print same identity, so it works like this. Now the last operator, that is bitwise operators. Now in bitwise and, it returns 1 if both the bits are 1, else 0. For example, if a, like I'll just show you something. If a is equal to 8, so in binary it is like it is written as 1 0 0. Okay, in binary. Similarly, if we write b is equal to 4, it is written as 0 1 0 0 in binary. I'll write it as b. And if you want to find a bitwise and b, so it will be like it, we need to compare, like this one, first bit is 1, and here the first, here the, in 8 we have the first bit as 1, and here the first bit is compared to 0, so 1 and 0, so both the values are not 1, so we'll get a 0. Similarly, in the second bit is 0, and here the second bit is 1, so the both the bits are not 1, so here we'll get 0. And in the both of the values are 0 0 in last two digits, so we'll get a 0. So if we convert this into decimal, it is 0 in decimal. Okay, so and bitwise and works in such a way. So I'll just give you an example. Like if I want to print, like I'll write a is equal to 10. Let's say take the same value. So a is equal to 8 and b is equal to, we took 4. So print a and b. So it will print 0. Now in OR, for OR we need to have any one of the bit as 1. So taking the above example, like we'll take the same example here. If we want to find A or B, so here the first value is 1 and 0, so one of the value is 1, so it will be 1 over here. Similarly, in the second case, the A has 0 but B has 1, so one of the value is 1, so we'll get an output as 1. Here the both of the values are 0, so we'll get 0 0. So in decimal, this will be 12. So let's check this if we are right or not. Right, we get 12. So in bitwise not, it will return the complement of that number. So we have taken a is equal to 8 over here. So the complement of a will be minus, and here will plus 1. So we'll get minus of 1 0 0 1, that is minus 9. Okay, so let's test it over here. Print not a. See, we get minus 9. And the last is XOR. So a XOR b, in this case one of the bit should be 1 and the other should be 0, so the answer will be 1. So here the one bit is 1 and the other is 0, so we'll get 1. The in second one it is the same, one bit is 0 and other is 1, so we'll get 1. So in the other it is 0 and 0. Like in the difference in XOR and OR is, in OR we need to have any one of the bit. If both are 1, then also we'll get 1, but it's not in the case of XOR. If both are 1, we'll get 0. Okay, this is the basic difference. So the here the value is 110, that is 12. So we will write, let's check it, print. So here we get it 12. So this was the Python operators. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video.